We do this thing called or don't you know? You don't listen, do you?
What is it?
What is this thing? What is?
No. I've listened in the past. I've listened
This is
enough
a
to know
podcast.
that that Jimmy still isn't sure what a podcast is.
We call
and then
this
we can
verbal
call
communication.
Lauren Q.
Yes. Tom has been listening. This is the last word.
Got you.
Now, of course, I'm up. Okay, now it loaded. Great. So I was going to talk. I was going to do the comments on the Ghostbusters thing, but we talked about that already, so I didn't want to repeat that.
Right.
One of the other things that I noticed was getting some comments because the wonders of the internet. You publish something 6 months ago or whatever, and people find it. Eventually. And we did a very popular story back in October. Of haunted places in the area. The actual title is the nine most haunted places in NEPA. And now
one's my house, the other one's here.
Obviously, this is meant to be taken with salt and the fact that it's for fun. We're not really pointing out all these.
But what you're pointing out is almost as detrimental as the 5 best places to get a hot dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how hurtful it is.
The thing is
Clifton, New Jersey.
Laura, who wrote it, she specifies specifically that there's most of it is stories that are passed down, and it's not
so these aren't attractions. These are actual.
Yeah, these are actual places that are supposedly haunted. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and that's what I wanted to get to is
I ain't
because
afraid of no ghosts.
there is a guy. There's a couple recently that just commented, just out of nowhere.
This is still in the realm of Ghostbusters, if you think about it.
Yeah, it is actually.
Okay,
it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's purely coincidental that happened. One person says his username, I guess, is Jensema. I'm skeptical about anything the Warrens say are haunted, considering they are frauds.
Oh, is this the people from The Conjuring?
I believe so.
They were the ones
with the haunted house in Pittston?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
They responded to the Amityville horror house.
Yes, that was one of their cases too. Yeah.
And then this guy just commented a couple of days ago, Donald, he said, the Wells house in Wilkes-Barre is not haunted. I know this to be a fact. As my best friend lived there throughout the 80s and the 90s, and his mom lived there until her death in 2012, I've spent at least 150 nights there, and my friend nor any of his family have lived there for 20 years, have not experienced anything paranormal. This is a story that was made up by a local disc jockey in the mid-70s, not the least by haunted. I'm assuming he meant bit, but,
Yeah, well, I mean, when you type on your phone,
it's internet comments, so you can't.
My phone always switches
proper
on to
grammar.
N. So,
well, I just want to assure Donald
in the toilet
and Jensema and whoever else reads it that the editor's note: there's no such thing as ghosts. They're not real
that we know of.
Okay, so therefore we know that this place isn't haunted. We know this other house isn't haunted. We're fully aware of it.
Yeah,
That's
let's have some
the whole
fun.
point. Yeah,
To
exactly.
be fair, actually, sometimes a haunting can increase the property value of a home. I speak from experience because there was a house in Dunmore I was looking at, purely because it was a big thing on Reddit.
Was that the one? Yes,
the
that blew
purple
up
house,
on the internet.
It was four bedroom.
Oh, yeah. Wait, was that the one where the guy was getting emails from his dead? All right, that was a different one.
No.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
This was a purple house up in Dunmore. It was 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It was a fabulous home, by the way. And this was around.
I like how you
It was
say
just haunted as shit.
Well, this is around the time that I was looking for a place, and I was like, I wasn't really thinking about home ownership. I was looking at renting a place. I didn't want to look for a mortgage, but then all of a sudden, this picture on Imgur shows up because I do Imgur. I don't do Reddit per se. So I'm on Imgur and I say this house. And the description of the home tells you the 4 bedrooms, 3.5 baths.
Haunted.
Extremely haunted.
Extremely haunted.
Extremely haunted.
Cons.
May encounter a ghostly figure in the hallway or see figures behind you in the mirrs. And it just the
That's
list
just
went
like
on.
that with Marky and Jimmy.
It just the list went on about all these things.
Like leaning from behind a corner.
So I was curious. So I went on the website that the realtor was on, and I put in I made a call because at the time I was talking to a lot of
afraid of no ghosts.
Because I was talking to a lot of realtors, and actually the mortgage would have
call.
the mortgage was going to be less money than I was looking to rent. So I was actually kind of considering buying this house. Yeah. And lo and behold, that afternoon, it went. I didn't even make it to my appointment. They sold the house.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Mm-hmm.
What was
so you do you believe in ghosts? Is that too personal?
I don't know how to answer that because I can't not believe in ghosts per se. I can't say that ghosts don't exist.
Do you believe in life after love? So you obviously do not believe in ghosts.
No, I don't.
Marky?
I'm on the fence, man. I think there's two.
I've seen proof. Yes.
See, okay, so I always had this idea. I wanted to start something called Ghost Huggers. And it would be kind of like based off of kind of Poltergeist, where these.
By the way, wait! Don't ruin the plot of Poltergeist because Jimmy hasn't seen it. I just got it on.
Are you kidding me?
Wait! I just got it on Blu-ray today. We're supposed to watch it tonight.
Well, anyway,
don't ruin
anything
it.
like paranormal.
Or I'll ruin
another
this
weird
podcast
coincidence,
with
by the way.
delete button.
Yeah, right. The whole Poltergeist thing.
Yeah, I'll ruin this podcast
like Friday
if you
night
ruin the plot.
Friday night, I said to my girlfriend and Jimmy, I'm like, "Hey, have you guys ever seen? I don't know, because the trailer came out for the remake.
Yeah.
Hear this sound? Yeah.
Thanks.
Are you threatening?
You just threw it in the trash.
No, it was just another piece of trash.
But I said to them, "Hey, have you guys seen Poltergeist?" And they're like, "No." So I immediately Amazon Blu-ray, fully remastered, and it just came at like 6:00 tonight. So we're gonna watch it later. So please don't ruin it.
So Ghost Huggers is pretty much me and anyone else who doesn't believe in ghosts, and we find people who are ghost hunters, and they try to convince us that there are ghosts in a specific haunt, and either we prove that they are full of shit, or we do find ghosts, and then we give them hugs.
Aww.
I
like that.
That's a
That's
good
nice.
idea.
I like that.
I could sell that pilot.
I did.
Ghost Huggers.
When I was
.net.
Jimmy, did you ever see that documentary that I did?
Someone's already registered it at this point, like right now.
Jimmy.
Like just this second.
We could
We're
edit
not
it out and
live,
just put a
Rich.
bleep over it. What?
Did you ever see that documentary that I did on Casadega in Florida?
Yeah,
I
do. Remember that?
I was the guy that said that I'm in search of the devil to prove that God exists. Because back then I was nuts because I was still drinking and doing all this crazy shit. So I figured if you found the devil or like evil spirits or something, then anything could be possible. So we went
Ghost
and looked,
Huggers.
I find that a lot of things can
Coming to
be
ABC
explained by neurological conditions as well as.
It's a TLC show.
So
It is.
Ghost Huggers.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Definitely
I
TLC.
think travel might take it.
Ooh, yeah. I'll take you there.
Yeah. What was the Ghostbusters comment?
There was just a lot of people that got a great.
Did they think you were like a chauvinist?
No, everybody got a great response because everybody understood that it was the opposite of that.
Right.
There are several times that I mentioned that I wish it would be feminist, but it's not going to be. It's Hollywood isn't going to do that.
No.
They're gonna especially if you have somebody like Melissa McCarthy in there.
She's really talented.
Well, here's
Like,
the thing. When she first came on the scene,
Yes.
she was on a show called Gilmore Girls.
Yes, she
and
was.
She was very good on that
Dramatically.
show because she was progressive and it was well written because not everything was a fat joke. It wasn't pointing out that she was a bigger woman. I mean, she was just treated like a normal character, and there were very few references to that at all, other than the fact that she was a chef. And so I thought, here's a promising up and coming young woman who is a great actress and she's going to do well. And then as soon as she got big, Hollywood latched onto that and was like, here's all the fat joke scripts. Here's all the slapstick scripts. And ever since, she's been doomed to movies like Tammy or The Heat or wherever, where
I liked The
joke.
I feel awful,
I
but
don't.
I liked it.
I don't at all.
I like Sandra.
Well,
Yeah, I rode in an elevator with her. I made her laugh.
did you?
Yeah, my dad wanted to kill me.
For making her laugh?
Yeah, I called him up. I said, Dad, I didn't even realize it was her.
Mm-hmm.
I had to ride like 8 floors with her. I don't even know what I said that was funny, but she actually laughed.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until she laughed that I realized, like, holy shit, I'm on the elevator with Sandra Bullock. And then I got off the elevator. I'm like, have a great day. And I got off the elevator. And so she gets off the elevator and I'm like, Dad, I just in the fucking elevator with fucking Sandra Bullock. And he's like, fuck you. And I'm like, why? And he's like, she's amazing. And this was right when she was making, what was it called? All About Steve.
Oh, jeez.
Which is the same year she won the Oscar for Blindside. But that was where it was at. I was at LA Center Studios.
Did you have a mohawk at the time?
No,
that's why she was
laughing.
laughing.
That was a year later. I had a mohawk. Yeah. So that was my Sandra Bullock story.
Fair enough.
Anybody else have one?
The mohawk was there, just the hair around it had to be chiseled away.
I have a horrible head.
But
My bald head just
Ghost Huggers. ABC Family.
No, everybody liked the Ghostbusters article.
I thought it was well written. I thought it made some good points, and it wasn't going in the
Like a
directions we had thought.
clothing line based on all the stuff that you wear.
Because people, the main thing that I've seen is just constant sexism in the comments of.
I never got that. I just
What's
thought it
wrong
was
with
a
being
bad
no,
accent.
of
Nothing's wrong with being sexy, Jimmy.
of every movie site that reported it, the comments and the social media comments, of course, were all filled with jokes about everything from being on their period, tampons, blah blah blah. We get it, ha ha ha, very funny. But
I don't know what that means.
sadly, I think Hollywood is going to go that route where all the jokes
You
are
know
going
what?
to be
If they
like
did-
that,
if they
which is going to
did-
be pretty awful.
Okay, I bet you and I can make a bet right now that there's going to be at least one period joke in the whole thing.
In
At
Ghostbusters?
least one. The new Ghostbusters, yeah, at least one.
How?
Probably
Why?
Why?
Because it just
And
seems
how?
like that's the way it's going to go.
because it's by the people who did Bridesmaids.
Yeah, but Bridesmaids, she took a shit in the sink.
right.
You know what I mean? So, like, why is it out of character for them to do, like, one, like, even if it's
I think
subtext?
we have to rethink the Mulvey
Now.
test a
What
little bit.
test?
The Mulvey test for sexism and everything. Because
Mulva?
Oh my god, I am.
Vipple.
Sit down. You're going to hurt yourself.
Actually, my hip already really hurts.
See, I think if they did it where it was like the cast of Bridesmaids like hunts ghosts, I'd be okay with that, but that they're calling it Ghostbusters.
Well, yeah, that's the main issue, I think, is,
You know what I
just
mean?
because when you like, and I broke down the structure like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man scene and stuff like that,
Yeah.
where you really think about the structure of the jokes and the way that it's written and how quirky and weird it is, and
It should
how
have never been successful.
that's the thing is you really think about it, even just explaining the plot to people about Gozer and his minions and them, the
Right.
whole 9 yards. It's like, oh my god,
Vince
this would
Clortho, Keymaster.
how did this get green lit? It's
Right.
amazing that it got as far as it did, and that
Uh-huh.
it was as successful in the mainstream as it did, and the fact that it's this intelligent comedy, but mixed with sci-fi, but also you have the big budget blockbuster Hollywood kind of thing going on for it too, and then it all worked together. Because usually if it's a big blockbuster movie, it has to be stupid, it has to be dumbed down, and it wasn't at all, and it did very well. And too bad we didn't really learn that lesson, and we make more movies like it. But even Ghostbusters 2 really didn't live up to. I thought I liked Ghostbusters 2, but a lot of people didn't, including the people who made Ghostbusters 2. So
How do they not
obviously,
like it? Where he's like, maybe we could learn to love each other.
Whatever happened to
Yeah.
Peter McNichol?
He was on Ally McBeal for like.
Then what happened?
He was actually huge in the 80s. He was in what was that movie?
Right.
Dragon Slayer.
He was in Dracula Dead and Loving It. He
That's a
played
horrible
Renfield.
movie.
I really don't care what you think about it because it's
a horrible
brilliant.
movie. I bet he's on a TV show right now. What was his
Lauren,
name?
I'll defend you on that. I
Thank you.
like
My
that one.
cousins and I had a Peter McNichol fan club when we were kind of little.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We had a rap and everything.
No one knows what to say now.
Whoa. You had like a rap?
Yeah.
A Peter McNichol rap? Jimmy, give me a beat.
Give me a beat!
It's not gonna happen.
What's your Peter
come
McNichol
on.
rap?
You have to ask my cousin Andrea. She remembers it.
Jimmy, can you do us a favor? Can you get Cousin Andrea on the phone, please?
Sure.
Hold on. Tina Turner's been holding. Is it time? It's only love.
Did you hang up on Phil Collins?
Ow.
Did you shock your face?
My face, yeah.
Oh, I
sorry.
can't wait to put that
heard
on the
that.
video.
The
I
video
can't
just
wait to
died.
see that. No, it didn't. It
died,
didn't
like,
just die.
literally 3 seconds ago, yeah.
God
oh,
damn it.
no.
All right, we're done then.
I need a
All
bigger
right.
memory card.
Yeah, we're done. Tom, thank
Done
you.
here.
Yes, Tom, thank you so much for
Thank you,
coming
guys.
on. Please support Tom's upcoming shows. We have those listed on the site, so please go check them out, and we'll repost them so that everybody will see those.
I don't know if I have an audience that listens to me, but I honestly can say that this album is really, really awesome, and not because of my personal connections to the people involved in it. I would absolutely buy it, and I would absolutely enjoy it. And the cover and the packaging and everything is awesome, and I'm just really psyched for you, dude.
Thank you guys very much for having me.
You're very welcome. Thanks for being extra early.
You've had us all along, even if you didn't know it.
Ghost Huggers.
.net.
Buy the domain right now. I'm serious,
I think
Jimmy.
I might actually do that.
Lauren, get it.
Okay.
Ghosthuggers.net.
Yeah, I might
I'll do it. I'll link it right to NEPA Scene.
We'll make it, anybody who looks up ghosthuggers.net goes to the podcast.
Perfect.
I can redirect it for now until
Let's fucking
Yeah.
do it.
All right.
Ghosthuggers.net. We'll
I'm
make you
signing in
executive
now.
producer, Tom.
I would enjoy that.
There's a lot of paranormal people in Northeast PA.
Yeah, a lot of groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should get them on.
I've
Not like as a sideshow thing, but like to legitimately.
I'd
I'd want to know.
I've legitimately interviewed some of those groups before.
How
But
hard
I mean-
is that for you though? But because you don't.
Well, you know what? It was funny because the main group that I did, they smelled the skeptic on me right away.
Sure.
And because they really wanted me to be impressed by everything, and I was just more curious about everything. I didn't, in any way, shape, or form, show that I didn't believe in what
or
they
was
were
it your
doing.
intention to expose them?
No, not
Right.
at all. It was just I wanted to explain, ethically, just to right down the middle, without any bias whatsoever. This is what they do. This is the equipment they use. That sort of thing. And the guy's
EPPs.
explaining it to me, and he stops and he's like, "You don't really believe in this, do you?" And I said, "No, I'm listening. Keep going. Like whatever."
Yeah.
And after that, it felt like they lost the momentum there. So I
Right.
kept, I hung around for a while because I really wanted to see the investigation and watch what they did and stuff like that. So, I hung out for hours and hours and hours. And I put together this huge story, and I don't think they even linked it afterwards. I don't think they
Wow.
even said a word to me after that because I guess I didn't buy into it. They were just that disappointed. And I was like, but the story, I was proud of the story. I thought the story, the photos were great. The story came out good, but
I'm not
they didn't
saying
really
that-
pay
I'm not saying
attention
that-
to
look,
it. It's no, I'm not saying
I'll
that you
give
are.
I'll give you if you want. You can see that documentary that we did up in a town called Casadegas. It's a town full of mystics and mediums and
Yeah.
tarot and all that shit. And I went in as the skeptic. I don't know if I told you this.
You did. Yeah, you mentioned
but I
a
was
while
the
ago.
one that walked out where it was like, man, this psychic comes up to me and like just says two things that were on my mind that like nobody could have known.
Coffee, smokes. You're like, holy shit.
What is this witchcraft? But no, they were very personal and they were very specific, and
Really?
it freaked the hell out of me. And there's people who really like body language and stuff like that. And they can
Yes,
figure-
the
there was
basement of the
nothing-
Alamo. Yes.
Yeah, there was nothing there was no way she could decipher this from me, and that kind of it didn't make me a believer, but it made me a little less unskeptical, if that's a word.
Sure.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
So, did you buy it?
I'm almost there.
We're buying Ghosthuggers. Okay, so I'm gonna own Ghost.
you're
I want to own Ghosthuggers.
You're gonna own it, but it's on my server.
That's fine.
Yeah.
As long as ownership. is
.net
me.
though, not
Dot
.com.
net.
Are you getting it? Because I'm almost there.
No, I am Jimmy.
Wait, Jimmy, you buy. Okay, you buy dot. Is it going to be .net or .com?
.net.
Okay, I'll buy .net. You buy .org.
Is .com already taken?
Oh no, I didn't look for .com because everybody
None
was
of us
saying
fucking
.net.
look for .com.
That's what I'm asking.
.net is where it's at, really.
You get .com.
.com. You gotta
All right.
get
You get .com,
Jack.
Jimmy. You get .org.
.org. Who's getting .net?
Nobody's getting .net
Somebody
now.
somebody actually owns NEPAscene.org.
Oh,
And-
Really?
Yeah. Well, when I bought the domain years ago,
Yeah.
years before I even started running the site, because I've had this idea for years, and so I reserved the social media and I bought
Just
the
never
domain.
did shit with it. You just got
Right,
it.
I
Yeah.
just hung on to it, but I just bought the .com, and so then of course when I'm ready to launch the site, I'm like, okay, I better buy the .net and all those other ones in case somebody else decides to get funny and buy them.
Right.
And sure enough, the
AKA
.org
be a
is
douche.
right.
Yeah.
And so sure enough, the .org is taken, and it's like some blog that somebody started and never did anything with, and if that always happens, and you're just like, maybe I should just message them and see if they'll just give it to me, and then it just recently fell off, like it just the
You
site
can set an
disappeared.
alert for that to be.
That's what I'm probably gonna do, Although now that I mention it on the podcast, I'm sure someone else is gonna do the same
That's
thing.
all right. That's
but-
all right. You have approximately 12 hours to purchase that.
But I actually own I just recently did the paperwork and got the fictitious name NEPA Scene, so I actually
Awesome.
own that now and
Congratulations,
all that
man.
kind of stuff.
That's great.
Set up the bank account, all that good
Awesome.
stuff. So all that, yeah. So it's
Ghost huggers.
Jimmy,
What?
get.tv too.
.gov.
Okay.
Ghosthuggers.org, and you're getting, and I'm going to own ghosthuggers.com.
Is this for the address here?
No.
Then we have to get off the air and finish this.
Okay.
all right.
All right. Wrap it up.
Well, thank you so much for listening. Thank you, Tom, for being on the show.
Thank you guys very much. Again, I appreciate everything.
And
Thank you for making the music.
That's one of the nicest things somebody could ever say to you.
Q from Q.
I know. The next generation.
and NEPA Scene ain't afraid of no ghosts. Have a good night, everybody.
Wait. One more before we go.
I don't know if I have it up anymore. Let me see.
You don't have it up anymore?
Just say something. No, I don't anymore.
Just something.
Turn the knob.
no, I
something.
turned it off.
You bastard.
Yeah.
Can you hit that Huey Lewis note we talked about earlier?
Which one?
Do you believe in love?
Do you believe in love? That's the best I could do today with a cold.
We'll take it.
All right. Thank you, guys. Nobody else?
Do you believe it's true?
All right. On that one. Thank you, everybody.